Hey Fit Cats, I am here for another video, short tutorial to talk to you this time about incentivization and sticking with it. Here's the thing, how many of you have signed on for a gym membership or a class or something in the past that you have done, you got really excited about it for like a couple of days, a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe two, and then you just sort of never went back. You know, may have tried it again periodically, but you just never had that same kind of passion and feeling for it. And so what do? Well, we switch to something else and something else and something else. And then, you know, by the time we're all said and done, maybe we've got some results. Most likely we don't, because we haven't stuck with something for a period of time. So here's the key to Beachbody. Say what you want to about the company. A lot of people misrepresent it and think that it's something that it isn't. They either don't like Tony Horton or Shaun T or something about the company. They think shakes or shakes or shakes, whatever, and they don't get it. They don't, you know, and most of the time when I actually go in and say, have you tried it? They have not. They have not done it, and they've not been incentivized to do it because they don't want to. So, you know, of course you're going to talk crap about something if you don't want to do it. So here is how to stay focused and engaged. I am a good example. We've got thousands of other people out there like me who have been with this for I've been with this over 3 years personally. I've never been with something like that for that amount of time except my husband and my kids. There's just nothing that I've been with, not fitness and nutrition related that I've been with that's healthy, that's productive, that's moving in the right direction. This is not a quick get rich / thin quick thing. It's not. It's we call it Beachbody. It's not about just doing it, you know, in 21 days or 3 months or whatever. I mean, you can get miraculous changes in that amount of time. You can do that in the gym too. You can do that whatever. But this is a good way of doing it, and it's got a lot of incentivization. So how do you incentivize yourself? Well, that's part of the key. Part of it is I can sit here and I can go, yay, do it every day, and we can be posting on Facebook, and we can do all sorts of things. I can call you, and we can have meetings, and you can watch videos of me, whatever, and that's all well and good, but that's not going to get it done. So what do you do every day? Number one, you get up and you press play every single day. Every single day, even on rest days, you press play. I don't care if it's yoga, I don't care if it's meditation, I don't care if it's reading a book, I don't care if it's just getting yourself recentered, whatever, focusing on nutrition. That's all key components to keeping incentivized. Another thing too is taking your before and after pictures, your before and after stats, getting the numbers down. The reason for this is not so that you can be like, oh, I'm going to just micromanage my weight, and I still struggle with that. I'm going to be honest with you. I still struggle with the number on the scale, even though I know that it is just my mass relationship with gravity. That's it. That's all the number on the scale is. I've got way more muscle now than I ever have in my entire life. I've got, of course, you know, weighing 140 pounds now means something much different than it did back in the day. So you have to be aware of that, you know, that's all it's all relative. But here's the thing. When you go back and you look at past pictures of yourself, you may even look at something that looks far more shredded than you are right now. Or, you know, for example, I look back a year ago when I was doing T25, or 2 years ago, whenever I did T25, I was shredded. I could almost see my abs. Now, not as much, because I'm at a different level of where I'm at in terms of my fitness, in terms of my nutrition, in terms of my sleep. All of that is just a massive factor. Stress is a major factor in all of that. Does it mean that I regressed? Heck no. In fact, if anything, it means I'm denser and I have a lot more muscle now than I did back then. So I'm bigger from muscle, but I'm, you know, if I were to lose that muscle weight, I would go back to, you know, being that way. Can I shred again if that's something that I want to do? Sure. But I got to focus on nutrition at that point in time. So it's always a balance. You're always just a constant, you know, moving forward, but at least knowing where you're at, that is so key. The other thing that Beachbody does outside of personal incentivization is every challenge that you do If you do a 21-day fix, if you do T25, if you do NCIE Max 30, if you do P90X, any of those videos, Brazil Butt Lift, any of them, you can enter to get a free t-shirt at the very end of it. You just submit your before and after pictures. It's all on teambeachbody.com under Beachbody Challenge. You just enter all your stats. You can even enter your blood pressure and your all of that. And what we do as a company is we take all of that information in, and then we determine people to get cash prizes. We determine people to get, posted on infomercials. We determine all kinds of stuff. I know that I've been in several different things as a result of just submitting my before and after pictures. So it's kind of cool. It's a way of incentivizing yourself and knowing that you've made a difference. But the other cool thing, and this has become a limited edition now because we are basically, I think we're almost sold out completely of Lesmo Pump at this point in time, and we're almost sold out of Combat. So if you have the privilege of being able to get this t-shirt, then you will be among those of us who, were in it with the program. I personally have, 20 t-shirts. I have one pair of shorts that I got from Brazil Butt Lift that says boom boom on the back of it. These are fun though. I wear them around town. I mean, I'm so proud of these. In fact, you guys are probably sick of seeing me in them because I wear them all of the time. This has become like my latest thing. But I mean, I'm proud of it because I went through the programs and I did the work. And even if I don't feel like I did the program to its maximum, at least I did it and I got through it. And, that's a big thing. The other thing too, I never give up t-shirt. That was our motto for last year for Summit. Never give up. Continue going through. Keeping, with the eating plans. Keeping up with your Shakeology, making sure that you're doing your press and play every day, doing what it is that you need to do. Those are all incentives to moving forward. Now I'm going to give you one more incentive here. I'm not going to talk too much about Shakeology on this one. That's another video. But one of the incentivizing factors for me with this bad boy was that I was not a shake person when I started off this process. In fact, if anything, I was kind of against shakes because I wanted to eat healthy, real food. And so I had a box of it that I had gotten with my first challenge pack, and I let it sit on my counter for months before I finally tapped into it. When I finally did, I was like, yeah, that's good. It's all right. And then I didn't notice the changes until I got off of it. I had it for the month, did it, and then I didn't have it for like 2 weeks. And I started to feel a difference in my workouts, my energy levels, and things like that. So I went back to it again and was on it for 2 years. And each year I had to have my annual blood test and all of those things. My triglycerides went from being so high to the point that my doctor was actually considering putting me on some medications for it, which I'm very much against medication if I can help it. So that's, right up here. Within 2 years, it had gone halfway to down to where it's low normal. I'm 42 years old. My doctor was so surprised, and she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, I've been working out for, several years. And she was like, yeah, but you were doing that before. What have you done differently? And I said, the only thing that I've really done differently, aside from tweaking some of my nutrition, was the Shakeology. Really on it. She was a convert. It was amazing. It was just, it's that good of stuff in your diet. It's bioavailable fuel. And again, I'll get into that later. But incentivization, think about how much of an incentive that was for me to encourage somebody else in my life, another science-minded person who was looking at these, at the facts of what was going on and then tried it herself. It was just, it's like that. That's the way that it is. So this company is not about getting thin quick. It's not about weight loss quick. Yes, some of the before and after pictures are truly amazing. Those are people who really focused hardcore on all aspects of their life for that amount of time. But more than that, what I'm more concerned with you is I want you to hook in, plug in, get connected with our support groups, Utilize them however you personally need to. If you need to be posting every day something encouraging, post it. If you need to be getting more recipes, ask. If you need to, just have that connection with other people, hook up with another person as an accountability partner. Find somebody that is like you, that you think that you get along with really well, and connect with them. Talk to them. Become friends with them. Kathy Sue and I, we met on in Turbo Fire over 3 years ago, and we're excellent friends now. Ashley Reeder and I, same thing. We met in that same group, as a matter of fact, at that same time. So you just never know what relationships you're going to foster that are going to carry on and are going to be healthy relationships. I don't know what I would do without Kathy and Ashley in my life right now, to be honest with you, because those two, along with all my other friends from other avenues in my life, gaming, whatever, are all so important to me, because they're people who have helped me to succeed and be something better than I was before. So that's my incentivization connection with you, and that's the key to making it through. And I'm sad because there are people who, even in this group, even might be watching this video, you've fallen off, and I can only do so much. If you walk, I can walk. If you run, I can run. If you stand still, I can't do nothing. So that's pretty much it for me as a coach. So utilize me, utilize your support team, utilize the incentivization from the company, utilize your own before and after pictures, and just stick with it. And remember too, every setback isn't necessarily a movement backwards. Sometimes it's something that's going to pull you back to move you forward even more. It's a learning lesson. So keep that in mind. And I will talk to you guys later.